everybody? How are y'all doing this fine Friday evening? Yeah, I see my last video that I did live. What's up, Aries? The video I did last week, when it switched over to some copyrighted music. So luckily it wasn't one of those, they monetized that part of my video. All I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the song, and it's probably going to remove my audio, but I really don't care. I'm just going to try to keep that off. Hey, Disturbed. Timekeeper, hey, what's going on, everybody? I got 3 new tanks this week, and I've been trying every one of them equally to try to see which one I think is better, and so on and so forth. I do got a couple new things that I got on order. One of them's a pre-order thing. Hell, a couple of them are. So eventually I'll get them, but think a record got broke. They are all sold out. Wow, Aries, that's awesome. So the new Goon came out today. For those of y'all that do not know, it actually went on sale. It's 528 custom, so they actually put it on sale at 5:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you were lucky enough to snag one up, good. If you weren't, they're sold out. So too late. Too bad, so sad. So I don't know which one of these tanks we want to talk about first. I'll bring up the first one. I don't know if this is the first one I got or not. The first tank I got is the Reload RTA. I do have the stainless steel version, so they put a nice little stainless sticker on there. There's not, this is a nice metal box that it comes in, but there's not a lot to what's on the inside. You basically get your tank and a spare glass, and that's it. There is no more. So that's all you get inside this thing. Which the Reload is right here. It actually is a really good looking tank, and it does give me excellent flavor, very saturated vape, which is what I like. This is top fill, has the Ultim top on there. Really nice build deck on this. We'll go through that in a little bit. The second one that I got, I was gonna, if I had to pick, if money was an issue and you don't want to spend a lot of money, instead of buying the Reload RTA, I would get the Kylan. There's a pack with screws and O-ring. Oh, there may be. Oh, that might be it right there. I think that's the pack, or may not be. I don't know. I can't keep up with half the stuff I got now. This is the Kylan RTA. This one actually, there's only one thing that kind of bothers me about this tank, but it's got really good flavor. I do like the fact that it has separate airflow control, separate juice flow control, postless build deck. I like the knurling at the top, which makes this easy to take off the top cap. I do have the extension on here. You can see that black line on the chimney. That's because I have the taller tank. It does come with a small tank and a big tank. I think it's a 3 mil tank and a 6 mil tank, if I'm correct. Here's the box that the Kylan comes in. The Kylan RTA from Vandy Vape. So there's the Kylan, all that good stuff. And then the last tank that I got in this week, and this is a clone, and a lot of people have issues with clones. You know what? Hey, more power to you. I completely understand. If you want to be all authentic, hey, go for it. But number one, this tank was kind of hard to find. I'm talking about the Sherman, right? The Sherman was a kind of hard to take, hard tank to get a hold of. Not to mention the fact that it was $95. Okay, $95 is a good chunk of change for a tank. So I went shopping around. After I kept hearing how good a flavor that this tank was, and I went on 3F Vape and I found this one. This one is made by a company I think called Kingston, because they got 2 or 3 different brands that make the Sherman. And I gotta tell you, the quality on this thing is really good. Now I'm not gonna say it's identical to the real one, but man, they did a really nice job on the machine work on this thing. So I'm not complaining at all. You know, instead of paying $95, this was like 22, 23 bucks. I ordered it from 3F Vape Aussie. You know what's so cool about that is I ordered it on the 28th of April and it came on the 15th of May. It took 2 weeks to get here from 3F Vape. That's pretty damn fast. Yeah, Stu, I'm right there with you. If it's hard to get a hold of the darn things, you know, and a lot of people can't afford a $95 tank, which, you know, if you want something like this and you can't afford it and you got 20 something bucks, hey, you know, it's a damn good tank. It really is. I really like this drip tip. It comes with a standard different size drip tip that I took out of here. I don't know, but I like the one that I have in there now because it's nice form fitting and it fits in the lips real good. So you got it for $33? Yeah, Spanky, I paid literally 23 bucks. This is actually the tube that it comes in, which is just like the authentic. So I mean, and here's the inside, and let me show you what all came with the Sherman before I get ahead of myself. Let's switch over to the Buildy Cam here. Whoop, man, that looks really close. I must have this zoomed in. Hold on a second, guys. Let me unzoom this, or you'll be going, what the heck? I can't even see nothing. All right, let's back this out some. There we go. That's more like it. So what else do we have inside here? There's the smaller chimney section that you can use for the smaller tank that it comes with. Here is the smaller Ultim tank, as you can see. Well, yeah, there we go. You can see there's a difference. And then what else is in here? There's the drip tip that comes with it, which is a stainless steel drip tip. And I mean, I don't mind the way it feels on the lips. I mean, it's a decent drip tip, very wide bore. I mean, you can see this thing is wide open. But, you know, stainless steel has a tendency to get really hot. So if I was going to build something really low on this, that would probably not be something I'd want to have on there as far as drip tip wise goes. And then here's your spare screws and O-rings and stuff. The actual build quality on this thing is freaking, I was like, is this a clone? I mean, and what's weird is instead of it shipping from China, that's another thing I got to tell you. Now, I ordered it from 3F Vape. It's the Kingston one or a King something one. And it shipped from New York. So it didn't even come from China. It shipped from New York to me. So if that gives you any kind of hint, I think they had it marked as ships in 24 hours or something like that. So it definitely got to me quick. But here's the Sherman. I can show you that this thing, look how good the threading is on this. I mean, it is butter smooth. Butter smooth. I'm probably going to spill juice now that I'm opening the top. You see them bubbles coming? That means, hey, watch out, I'm going to flood. Let me turn off the airflow and see if that helps. But that's the bad thing about opening this up. There's your fill ports on this thing, and I've spilt some juice. Yeah, that's definitely the moneymaker juice. I'm going to turn this upside down when I close it and hopefully prevent any more leaking from happening. Yeah, I definitely am going to have some leak issues because I opened it while it was standing up. Pat, I know. When does that rule goes into effect? Monday, right? I hate that for you guys. That TPD crap. That's some bull crap. Yeah, get them from 3F Vapes in China. There you go. Okay. You can still order bigger tanks from China, USA, Germany. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to go for a big tank, you could always get this big son of a gun. I'm going to show y'all, right? Here's the Sherman. And then here is the Voltrove. That's a big son of a gun. The Voltrove is just ain't no joke, man. It's just huge. It's very heavy, very, very heavy. Yeah, I love the G Class too, Kev. G Class has been an excellent mod. I vape on this thing all the time. I love the way that they centered the 510. Some people, oh, it started today. Damn. Um, I just, anyways. Another thing, another thing I think that I pre-ordered that is coming, and I saw DeMilling talking about it. DeMilling, I don't know why I said DeMilling. DeMilling talking about this particular RDA, and I thought that God, what's his name? From Vapor Chronicles, Vapor Chronicles, I think. Tom, is his name Tom? I think it's Tom. I could be wrong, but he has a new RDA coming out called the Pulse. I don't know if y'all have looked at this thing yet, but it is very, very interesting. It is, I like innovative stuff. I've always liked innovative, new style, build deck, whatever. The Pulse, if you're into squonkers, looks like the most innovative squonker I have seen because it has a juice well on each side of the dripper, and as you squonk, it comes up and goes in. Tony, that's it. Thank you, DeMillan. It comes up and goes into each separate juice well. And I was like, holy crap, why hasn't anybody else done that? So when you squonk this, the pin is obviously off the deck, which is okay with me because your juice is going into both chambers to juice up your wicks. And then on top of that, he's got two airflow slots coming in at 45-degree angles on the top cap straight to the coil. So I know DeMillan has one on order, and I got one on order too because I was like, this is like the best looking squonker I've seen in a while. So besides the Goon 1.5, which apparently are all sold out now, and I was told that the Goon 1.5 is coming with a squonk pin, so we'll have to see how good that comes out. I don't know which one we're going to start on today. The Reload probably needs to be built, but I think the fact that the Reload being so expensive, people are probably not going to buy that. And the other big downfall to the Reload, you can only buy this from an app you download on your phone. I haven't even seen these at any vendors yet. I mean, any vendors. If y'all know any vendors that sell the Reload RTA, let me know. Because the only way I know to get it right now is to go download the Vape Block app for iPhone or Android. If you don't have either one of those, you're kind of screwed. So you go download the Vape Block app, then you can go through, and then you got to go through their whole damn identity verification, which is a pain in the ass. Trust me. I had to manually do mine because the back of my license wouldn't scan because it's worn off because it's 10 years old. The Goon does come with a squonk pin. Awesome, Aries. So I got all that done. I ordered the Reload. I got the Reload in. Now, to be honest, I mean, I'm telling y'all straight up, if it was me and you definitely don't want to spend, if you want the Reload just to say, hey, I got a Reload, fine. Otherwise, between the flavor on the Kylan and the Reload, they're so close. Or the Amit. The Amit's another tank, which the Amit technically was the first one, and then the Kylan, and then the Reload. But all three of these tanks have really good flavor. The main reason I'm partial to the Kylan is because they got the bigger tank to hold the big, more juice. I don't like tanks that, hey, I only got 3 mils and that's it, you're screwed. I blow through juice on the Reload. I blow through it. So by the time I, fill this thing up and vape it for an hour, I'm empty again and I got to refill the damn thing. But the Pulse dripper, I don't know where DeMillan picked up hers, but yeah, that one's the Vandy Vape. That's actually who makes it. So if you want to go check it out, are they better than the Boreas? Okay. I don't know about that. Now, y'all know I love the Boreas tank from Og Vape. Love, love, love the Boreas. It depends on your vape style. Hey, Richard. And hey to everybody else that I didn't catch that came in. I apologize. I'm trying to think and reach out at the same time, but that's not working out so good. But the Kylan, it's kind of like on the Sherman. The Sherman to me is more of a cloud. It has good flavor, but it's more of a cloud style tank. So this one I don't think gives me the best flavor out of all the RTAs. I'm so partial to the direct airflow on the RTA tanks, which I do need to get with Og Vape. They need some suggestions on something, and I need to email them back. So I'll be doing that later. But this one is more of a dry but satisfying, flavorful vape. You know what I mean? And on the Kylan and the Reload, I get more of a saturated, wet, flavorful vape, if that makes any sense. So between that and the Reload and the Kylan, I don't know. The Amit I didn't buy because I know the Amit is just like the damn Kylan. And why spend it? Why spend the extra whatever? I think the Amit's even cheaper than the Kylan now. I don't remember. Damn it, 10% off. Hey, DeMillan, you didn't tell me about no damn 10% off, damn it. But anyways, I paid full price. I'm screwed. So, without further ado, we're going to take the Reload apart, and I'm going to show you how I wick it at least. I got brand new coils in here. I really don't think that I need to go show you exactly how to coil these things unless you absolutely need me to. I don't mind. Otherwise, I'll just show you how I wick it and how it comes apart and all that good stuff, the airflow and all that good stuff. So let's go down to the build cam. The Geek Vape all-in-one. Dolores, I haven't even seen it, so I couldn't tell you on that. I do have some stuff coming from Coilmaster, so we're going to have to see what that is, but let's wipe this down here. Make sure it's nice and dry. I had a lot of vape gear out of my car in the really hot sun. I missed it, DeMillan, I'm sorry. So here's the bottom of my Reload, version 1.0, and I have serial number 1269. 1269, which isn't showing up worth a damn. But trust me, that's what number it is, 1269. So on the top you have an Ultim drip tip, which to be honest, I do think that this drip tip is too short. So when you put your lips on this, you kind of rub against these sharp edges. They're not really sharp. They're not going to cut you, but they're pretty, sharp. I don't have to put my mouth all the way on this, so it's not that big a deal to me. Very, very smooth threads on the Reload. I got to give them a thumbs up on the build quality on this thing. And then you have both your fill ports are right here on the sides, really big. They're narrow, but they're really, wide fill ports. And then you can see how big the chimney section is on this thing. You could basically drip right down through there if you wanted to. We're going to close this back up. As you can see, this thing just spins so smooth. Really does. And down here, your airflow actually comes to a full stop. When you turn this, it's either, you can turn it fully open halfway, you can close it all the way, but it's a smooth, there's no clicky in this. It's just a smooth turn. So let's unscrew this. And then you can see the build deck, which I'm going to have to pull the coils out, the cotton out before you can see.
What's your views on that OBS? I just got one today in a party.
Pat, I've heard nothing but good things about the OBS engine. I honestly have been meaning to buy one. I just haven't yet. So I really think you're going to enjoy it. Just because everything I've heard from it, I think that it's going to be a good tank. So hopefully you like it. But yeah, the OBS engine always caught my eye. It looked really cool. So let's pull the cotton out of here, and then we're going to re-wick this, because I probably had some juice in here that really kills coils, which is Dorky Stud from Flip Rippers. And I just wanted to try that juice. I hadn't vaped it in so long, so I got some, and that's what it is. That's what it tastes like too. So let's see if we can burn off the juice that's on here. As you can see how black these coils look, but they're still basically brand new. What's up, Jazzy? How's it going? Now, I've been having some issues with my ohm meter. As you can see, when I go to fire this, it goes to 0. Now, if I barely let off on this, it fires. Well, it tries. Oh, you know what? No. This is what I had. This is I had a problem with the reload, and for whatever reason, it does have an adjustable 510 that is reverse thread on the reload. So if you want it to come out some more, you turn clockwise, and then this will stick out further. And I had to do that before it would read on any of my mods. It kept saying check atomizer, check atomizer. See, but when I get all the way tight, it goes to 0. Now if I back it up, 0.16 seems about a little low, but 0.19 is more like it. Let's see if it'll fire now. There we go. Now it's firing. Let's see if we can get this liquid off of here that's already on there.
Surely no issue with a CM ohm meter.
Surely no issues with a Coilmaster ohm meter. I know, right? Oh well. It is what it is.
I'll wait until you do a review on it, so I'll get it correct first time around.
Oh, Pat. Well, you might be waiting a while. Who knows when I'm going to get OBS. Look, my tweezers were on fire. That was pretty cool.
Reverse threading can mess you up.
Reverse threading, yeah, well, that's why I'm letting you know if you have the reload that it's reverse thread. The main reason they do that is so if you are screwing this down on a hybrid or whatever mod you're screwing it on, as you're screwing it down, it will only make it tighter instead of looser, pushing back in. A Chris Cornell Memorial Show. Awesome, Jazzy. Okay. Yeah, that was some sad news about Mr. Cornell. Let's see if we can get these things firing up evenly here. It's a shame about my ohm meter being a pain in the butt right now. Look, now it's showing 0 again. There we go. Now it's firing again. And the other big thing is the batteries are getting kind of weak in this ohm meter. I need to put another meter in here. What's up, Bear? So I'm going to try to show y'all the build deck on here with the coils on it. This is a postless build deck, by the way, so it's kind of hard to see what's going on here. Whoo, that's hot. That's hot as fire. But let's see if y'all can see this. I'm going to get in a little closer here. So on each side right here, this is where your wick goes, on each one of these sides right here. And right down here, you can barely see the hole. That's where your juice flow actually comes in at. And then on this part, you have airflow coming up from these big chimneys here. Then you have another airflow directly in the center that you can't really see. Big old hole right here, coming up and feeding the coils. I do believe, I can't remember for sure. I know the Kylan has it. That's why I was saying, guys, if you know, you don't want to spend money on this gold-plated deck or whatever, and you just want something to vape, I would buy the Kylan, and don't spend a lot of money on the reload unless it's just something you really got to have. I just heard so many good things about it. I was like, okay, I'll be a sucker, and I'll be one of those that goes and buys it and then go, why the hell did I buy this? Which is what happened. So let's take the 521 tab. I probably need to just really clean the crap out of my 521 tab, and maybe it'll start working better. This is not the Amit. This is the Reload RTA, and then I also have the Kylan. The Kylan is just like the Amit. So The only one, the Reload is different. It's kind of made a little different, but this is a postless deck, which is the same style, you know. But did I see the blue Kevlar G class? Kevlar? Damn it, Jazzy! No, I didn't see it. Do they offer trade-ins?
Bear says for the price of even bill, my money's on the Boreas.
Bear, I agree with you, bud. The Boreas for the price, but more well designed. Okay, John. Thanks. Um, I still love the Boreas. I mean, for $16.99, it's probably one of the best money you can spend as far as a RTA goes, a rebuildable, you know, RTA that has airflow going directly to the coil, which always just gives me excellent flavor. The juice lasts forever in the darn thing. I can't. That's why there's 6 Boreas tanks here. I just love the Boreas. I vape one of those every day. Even if I carrying something else with me, I will vape a Boreas tank, which I took with me today. Actually, hell, there it is. I'll show you. I was vaping this one today, which is pretty much almost out of juice now. So now what I do as far as the build goes on this, the Reload, everybody builds their stuff differently. What I try to do is I check and see how far this wick needs to come down to be able to fit down in this channel here and still get juice. I don't want it to go way down in there, but I do want it to fill up this hole right here. 50 people and 10 likes. Well, you know, that's story of my channel there. So what I do, I'm go all the way up against the base of the atomizer and cut straight across, which should give me just enough to come down. And when you lay this up against here, you can see that it pretty much lines up with that juice flow hole. So that's why I just go straight up against the atomizer and cut. Now, you can fluff these, especially if you have like little lines here that are, which doesn't even show up good on the camera, where the cotton is spludged together. You can either fluff this up with your fingers, you can blow it, which really fluffs this out. I think that's the fastest way, especially if you can blow right in the center of your cotton. So I can kind of fluff this a little bit, then blow it, and it just flares this out big time. So if you're trying to figure out a fast way to flare your cotton up, there you go. And you want this nice fluffy cotton to go down in here because you want to be able to fill this whole little juice chamber down here. And I'm trying to make sure the back goes in first, so I'm pushing the back in there so it'll drop in, and then kind of sliding the front in. But the main thing you don't want is a big open gap in here that's going to let juice pour out of this thing, because then it would suck. So you can't even see the cotton down here in the actual juice well, but it is covering every bit of the juice well itself. And I probably need to tuck on this a little bit more just to make sure I get everything covered. Because if you put too much cotton in here, you're going to get dry hits. And, you know, dry hits are never fun. I don't even know, I haven't had a dry hit in so long, it's ridiculous, because the tanks have gotten so much better than they were in the past when you were trying to put a bigger coil and then you try to vape it and it just couldn't keep up. The juice flow couldn't keep up, so you end up getting a dry hit. And that just doesn't happen now, especially with temp control and everything else. Alright, let's see if we can get this one the same way. I'm going to lean this back and kind of push the front back. You can sit there and fold in every little piece if you want, but I'm not doing that. I see most of the reviewers are starting to get their Aurora in now. Aurora from Vapressa, which I think is funny because the one I got came without a logo on it. It just looks like a plain old Zippo. Mine don't have that Indian Chief skull looking thing on there. Oh, that's it? Oh, look at that mod right there. And what did he say it was made out of? Oh, Kevlar. Damn it, man. That is shiny, though. The only thing that would deter me about that Jazzy is the fact that it has it would be a fingerprint magnet because of how shiny the metal is on. I mean, that thing looks like it's chrome polished to hell and back. So there we go. All that's in there. Now all we have to do is put some juice on here, fire it up. I have 2 new flavors from Fuggin that I'm trying this week, which one of them is called Tarty Pants, which this definitely tastes like sweet tarts. That's what I would say, sweet tarts. And then we also have, not this one, Moneymaker. Moneymaker. This one to me, I mean, what I get off of this right off the bat is like a coconut banana. Now, I don't even know if those are the flavor that's in there, but I taste that. Hey, Breeze. How you doing? I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up. So, now all we're going to do is we're going to wet this up, and you can see that the coils aren't that bad now, and they're not hot anymore, so let's make sure the ohm is reading good. Okay, good. So let's shake up Moneymaker, I guess. We're going to use Moneymaker right now, because I haven't tried this on clean wick yet, and I want to try this on a clean wick, clean build. If I would say, what is that place? Veritube. Look on Veritube, Stu, and see if they have it, because I don't. Jazzy's the one that said something about it. I have no idea anything about that blue one, so still love the G-Class. So all I'm doing is wetting the coils a little bit and then letting this soak down in there so that they get nice and saturated. I don't let the plastic touch the coils ever, so you don't get that nasty plastic taste. I mean, for a pick of it. Oh, there, that one's. See, but it's all shiny chrome on the top and the bottom. I mean, I love the way it looks. I hate the way it fingerprint magnets. That, if that means anything. So, all right, I'm gonna clean this out because can you wash this out? It's got that nasty. All you gotta do is wash this part. That's all I need. The top of the reload's it's got that dark caramel look from that Dorky stud, and I'm not about to try and vape that because then I won't get the true flavor of this Moneymaker. So that's all the wick I got in there, though, just enough to come down there and cover. What is the flavor like on the postless deck? Well, Brittany, the postless deck is not really what's giving you flavor. But it's ease of build. That's the whole thing about the decks. Between it being a velocity style or postless style, it's mainly they do that for ease of build. You have no post in there. It's basically you just throw them in there, boom, boom, you're done. Pat, I don't know. I mean, I'm not worried about, you know. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. You know. Let's screw this top back on here. Now, the reload does not have a separate juice flow control. This is only, you know, has airflow and that's it. There is no separate juice flow control on this. So I'm going to cut the airflow all the way off. I'm going to wipe this tank off because I feel juice all over it now from me squirting juice everywhere. Turn the ohm meter off, move this over, and then let's wipe the bottom of it off too. I got juice everywhere. Dargum. There we go. So now all I have to do is fill this thing, which I could technically put some juice in there, but yeah, that was fast, Aries. They sold out quick. So there we go. Here's the top. And I'm just going to and this is a big bottle. For these to be so small, I'm still able to fill this without issue. I can just lean this to the side. And then there it goes, filling up now. I'll even fill some on the other side. Oops, I just spilled over. And I just said I did it without issue. Oh well, I just made issue. Okay. I messed up. Now we're going to screw this closed. Boom. And I got juice running all over my desk. There we go. No, I'm good. All right, now what mod are we going to vape this on? Oh, we're going to put it back on the H Cigar VT250 and see how this thing's going to vape. Let's open our airflow back up. Wow, it just poured juice out. That's hilarious. I mean, literally poured juice out. It's about 2 weeks to the GS. Yeah, I know. I plan on taking Higgy some stuff to give away for the GSFA. Well, to auction for the GSFA auction, actually. So we'll see how that goes. I got a lot of stuff, but a lot of the stuff I got is old, and some of it is collectibles that I just cannot get rid of. So we'll see. So this is reading 0.16, 70 watts. This is definitely, I'm getting a coconut and a banana. I mean, that's what I'm tasting. You say kiwi. I don't taste kiwi. You did, so you taste banana. All right. Well, $25 for the van. RS, give me a break on the van. Hey Carrie, how you doing? Money Baker's not a bad juice though, out of the fucking line. So $30 for Iron Man. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start selling stuff. For $50, there should be no issues. Yeah. Well, Bear, it's the way I had this thing, and when I just filled this, I kind of rushed it in. I haven't got any leaks out of the reload. It shouldn't leak at all now, so. I don't know if you can tell though, but when you vape this, your mouth is pretty much touching all this metal, and that metal is pokey. So some people may not like that. It may be a con to them, like, hey, I don't want. Now this does use Goon style drip tips though, so you can take a Goon drip tip, and it'll fit right in there. This is just the one that it comes with. Now you can obviously take a really nice, from just a tip or something, a decent drip tip that's a little higher, and it would be perfect. So, but yeah, but this is still a really good vape. I'm not dissing the reload in any way, because it is an excellent vape. I just know a lot of people ain't gonna want to spend that kind of money on it. I mean, they're $75 for stainless, and then the black and the gold are $80. So, oh, the Revenant. Okay, never mind. Okay, Bear, sorry. So the next tank we're gonna move on to would be the Kylan, and the Kylan's the one I'm saying y'all should pick up just because of how cheap it is and how good the flavor is on it compared to the reload. If you can't afford the reload, go with the Kylan, no question, or the Amit. The Amit's, now the Kylan and the Amit. All right, this is the big difference on the Kylan, and I'll show you my only gripe really is the the 510 is press fitted on the reload, which I can show you. There's no, well, it's got an O-ring inside here. So, I mean, there's no O-ring on the drip tip itself, but there is an O-ring inside the cap. So that's where your seal's coming from. It's not like a tapered drip tip that makes it, tighten up. So here's the Kylan. And this is my only gripe with the Kylan. When you take the top off, good Lord, it was on there tight. This is how you fill it, okay? There is no metal ring on top of this, so that you can fill in here and still have your tank. But the good thing about this is these seals down here at the bottom are really tight. You're not going to accidentally knock your tank off. I mean, I could hold this tank, look at that, and it's not going to pop off. So you don't have to worry about losing your juice out because you unscrewed the top. And as you can see, I have the extender piece screwed onto here because I got the bigger tank. You don't have to use that piece, but I'm using it because I got the bigger tank on here. So let's take, and as you can see, I'm turn my juice flow off right now. That turns the juice flow off. and then your airflow is clicky. It clicks, click, 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 so you can, turn it on or off, and it clicks into place. So let's unscrew this. Really nice tank though. The Kylan, I've been enjoying the vape off of this also. So let's take the build deck off and show y'all what this one looks like. Boom. And I got this thing loaded up with cotton, and obviously it had some of that juice in here too, because my cotton looks all carameled out. And that's the first sign of me knowing I must have ran that Rip Trippers juice through here. That juice is so bad for coils and cotton. It just really is. This is the Kylan, K-Y-L-I-N. The Kylan. What's up, Scorpiopio? So, this is actually a really good tank for flavor, and it's not expensive. So this is, another Vandy Vape creation deal thing. So let's see if y'all can see this one now. As y'all saw, I showed you the reload. So if you look, this is very similar. So you have your juice, and I got a little bit of cotton still in there. Let me get that out. So your juice wells are over here on the side, which actually your screws to tighten down your coils are also in here on the side. On both sides, right there and right there. But this is a postless deck, and if you can see right here, you have airflow here, here, which you have one side that controls this side of airflow, and then the other side controls this side of airflow. And then you also have airflow coming up from this back behind the coil on each side. Now this is a straight up airflow. This coil looks well seasoned. I'm about to fix that right now, Brittany. They're gonna look well seasoned because of the fact it is not no 0.12. I seriously got to get my ohm meter acting right. Well, first let's put a new battery in this thing because it's acting up too bad. Well, damn, now it's showing 0.22 like it should. Okay. Let's fire these up and see if we can... Oh, really? It's going to do that to me now? There we go. Let's see if we can clean these up without having to run them underwater or anything. This may or may not work. Did I get all the cotton out of this? No, I did not. That's why it's not drying out yet. Let me make sure I can see straight through them. I can. There we go. And I just messed up. Come on, read it. Coil Master, send me another damn ohm meter. This is getting on my damn nerves. Really? There we go. Damn. See all that burning off? Look at that. I don't even have to do nothing. It's burning it all off. I can blow it. And it comes off like ashes. And I didn't even have to run it underwater. Watch, it's going to cool down here and not focus in. But those coils are really hot right now. Now, I mean, you can obviously get one of those little wire brushes and clean them up, or a really old toothbrush, and don't do it when it's hot because all the bristles from the toothbrush will stick to it, so don't do that. Mrs. Scuba, buy Scuba a damn American-made ohm reader. I know, right? Well, I had used this. Yeah, I could do that, Aries. I have a STFU B-tab right here. The problem is y'all can't see the readings though when I use this. Let's screw this on here. I'm going to take the tank off, which has a cinnamon red hot juice I made that I like to vape every once in a blue moon. Not much, but every once in a blue moon. Let's see what this shows for readings. Really? Shorted? Oh, now, okay, 0.22 is what it's showing. There we go. And that's firing it just fine. It is, Aries, right? I mean, the Sifu B-Tab, it's not an expensive little device. The only thing that I don't like mainly about this is look how small the writing is. I mean, if you want to read the ohms, that's it, that 0.22 right there. And then you have wattage, so you can fire this from here. You can screw a mod up here and fire it. It is a single 18650, which you can leave it like this, which moves around on the table, or you can take your battery door off and flip this over, and then it has this nice sticky side right here, so that way it doesn't slide around on your table. And you can fire this right here just like it is, or you can fire it up here on this side. You can it actually comes with a red and black lead, so you can check coils that way also. But yeah, this is lighting up just fine, so I think we're good now. We can put wick in here. Now this one, you can see the wick, the big difference between the reload and the Kylan. Look how much bigger this juice area is, way bigger. So whereas the reload has a very thin slit like this, the Kylan has a really big juice flow. So you've got to make sure you put enough wick in here, or you're going to have a major leak, a major leak. So now we're going to take some cotton and throw in here, and I'm going to try and keep this. Yes, I did try it, Jazzy. The only problem with the Bluetooth app is it's still in Japanese. Wow, that's pretty good, Aries. Damn. Well, Aries, I'm glad you got it, man, because if anybody could test something out like that, you could. Tell them us blind folks need big screens. You're right, Bear. We need big screens because I can't see a damn thing the way it is. You know, I need something that I can read, man. I'm getting old. If I ever talk to any of these ohm reader guys about, you know, the display, I'm like, hey, I want a big display. I want something like this. The Banshee. Hey, now I know what ohm this is. That's a big son of a gun reading right there. This will help if you need to know what ohm something is. Oh, by 0.03. Aries, I can live with 0.03. I don't know about you, but I can live with 0.03. I mean, now if it was off by a whole 1 or 2 points, that would be bad. But yeah, that was grape, wasn't it? I can taste that damn grape. That's some strong stuff right there. All right, here we go. So this is the main thing on the Kylan. Now I gotta get that clean. Ooh, that definitely needs cleaned out. Look at that. I'm sorry. I keep running the rock. I'm not running that damn dorky stud except through one device now because it is jacking up all my tanks. So we're going to narrow down one side of this, slide this through, pull, we're good to go. There's one side done. Flip it around, smack it, rub it down, put some butter on it. Alright, there we go. Take one side off, take the other side off. Narrow one side down. Slide through, give it a pull. Boom, boom, we're done. Alright, now, all we have to do on this one, we have to judge how far we need to go to get to the bottom. Oops, I'm sorry. To the bottom of this. Really, I don't even want the bottom. I just want the mid-range right here. So you can lean these down and go, okay, I need to cut it right there, right in that area so that it'll line up. So what I'll do is I'll lean these down, and once you get the first one, all you got to do is measure one, and then once you get that one correct, you can go ahead and cut the other one the same length. Now see, that leans down and it's right at the bottom. I want it halfway. But what you can do is either pick this up some, which is probably what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to cut this one even with that one. There we go. And go the other side. Repeat that process. That's good right there. And we're going yes, wicking is an art. And wicking is very important, believe it or not. If you have not enough wick or too much wick, you are going to have either a bad leak or a bad dry hit. It's very important to wick things correctly. It's very important that your coils get the airflow they need, or your your vape is going to get really hot and you're going to get dry hit, or you're going to have leaking. As soon as your tank falls over, you're going to have juice pouring all over the damn place. It sucks.
That grubby finger taste.
Oh my goodness, yeah. The grubby finger taste, that's another big issue there, DeMillan. If your hands are dirty and you're putting cotton, you're going to get that grease nastiness on your cotton, and you're going to taste that. Don't do that. Where's my goggles? I haven't used my goggles all night. I'm doing pretty good. That's the wrong ones. There's my goggles. Hot diggity dog. I can see again. All right, there we go. Why is this not tightening? Somebody messed up my goggles. All right, now what I'm going to do, let's fluff these out again also. Now what I was showing you before, we can do that same method. I'm just going to fluff these ends a little bit and blow, and it flares them out like you would not believe. Look at that. If that's not fast, instead of sitting here raking through this thing with your ceramic tweezers, how long does it take you to blow it? I mean, seriously, I just make it where it's centered where I can blow it, and I blow it and it expands this out like you wouldn't believe. And if you get a real stubborn spot, then you can comb it out. I got one little stubborn spot on this one. There we go. It's out of there. And now it's all nice and fluffy. Really fluffy. And this is the part where I picked it with the thing just to show you. And you see it leaves all these strands, and you don't want to be vaping cotton strands down into your lungs. So it's better to blow it. That way it keeps this thing solid and you don't have to worry about it. So let's see if we can get this tucked down in there now without causing too much issue. There we go. That side's in. And I just want to make sure that this whole juice well is going to be filled with cotton, but I'm not forcing it. Yeah, you blow it and it expands. That's how it works. But you have to blow it right or it does no good. You don't want to blow it down. You got to blow it up. I mean, straight through the center there. All right. Now we're going to get this side done. Y'all are nuts. That's what y'all are. All right. Let's get this side in here. And you got to remember, you know, after your wicks get wet, you're going to have some sagging going on. And you can see mine's about midway right here on this channel. I don't know what the other side looks like. Yeah, same way, midway on this channel. But the entire channel is full of wick on both sides, which is what you want. So, once we get that right, now we got to find some juice to put in here. I think I need to try tapped out in this one, because I haven't tried really good flavor, which I know this tank provides, with this very, very strong grape juice. So we're going to try this out here. We're going to put some on the coils. What now? Sagging after it gets wet. Yeah, it does sag after it gets wet, fictitious character. You got to watch out for the sagging. And the age of your coils have a lot to do with it. Alright. Or the age of your cotton even. Oh, look at that. That is firing really good. They're both firing. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see this on camera, but both of these coils are firing really even right now. See the vapor coming off of both of them really good. That's what you want. So now we're going to make sure nothing's sticking out too far. And then we're going to put the top cap back on this sucker. Well, first let's unscrew it so I can make sure I don't cross thread this thing, because that's the last thing you want. There we go. Very easy to screw this tank together. And then we're going to make sure the juice flow is closed, which is a little bit open right now. All I have to do is turn that just a little bit. There we go. Now I have the airflow and the juice flow closed. I got juice all over myself from pouring that tapped out all over the place. I don't mind doing that. But what's that that's getting wet? That drink is got a lot of condensation on it, a lot, because it's right in front of the fan. That's why. All right. So now let's take this and we're going to fill it. And I've already got the tank where the juice. Now you got to be careful if you screw this down on a base or something that you don't accidentally open up your juice flow. Make sure it stays closed. Then unscrew the top. Hold the tank still, unscrew the top. And you can fill this all the way up to the tip top. You do not have to worry because the top cap actually has a hollowed out section. See that? So you're not going to be like, when you put the top cap on, it's not going to burst out the sides because you have too much juice in there. So let's fill this up all the way to the rim. Bingo. Up. There we go. You can't get it any higher than that. I mean, it's literally about to overflow. And I'm going to screw the top cap on. I just did make it overflow. I put way too much in there. But that's all right. Well, hey, I wanted to make sure it was full. Your grate back. Oh, here. All right, let's make sure. Let's get this juice. I put way too much juice in there. I guess that little bit of air right there at the top. That camera 2 action. Oh, goodness. All right. Now we're full. So let's put this on this old Sigelli 213. And we're going to open up the juice flow. And we're going to open up the air flow. It's kind of hard to get to that. Now I got to go make sure my juice flow is open again. There we go. Juice flow is wide open right there. Air flow is right there. Now we're going to vape this thing. Did I still got on my goggles? No. Okay. Let's switch back to the main cam, even though I'm kind of on the main cam. Now this is a 0.21 is what it's showing at 74 watts. Oh my God. I don't know. You know, I'm a big fan of the Boreas, but damn, that's strong. Now, this would be different with a different juice. You know what I mean? It's Tetley, man, you're exactly right. I can throw liters around, no big deal. This is freaking really strong grape. I mean stronger than what the Boreas puts out. I know. Shit, you try it. You tell me that ain't stronger than the Boreas. Yeah, that's fucking strong. Okay, I gotta give flavor over the Boreas, which I never do, to the Kylan. At least on this one juice. Okay, Tapped Out is a really strong grape. And I don't know, on the Boreas it's still really good, but I think the Kylan has the edge over the Boreas, which don't make any sense because it's not direct airflow to the coil. It has to make a turn, but this is damn good. Wow. I mean, that's a nice, strong, flavorful vape. Very good. So, I would say if you're looking for a really decent, don't be taking my mod, a really decent flavored RTA that's not expensive. If you really want to save money, go with the Boreas. It's only $16.99 from eSiggity. I can even give you a link because, yeah, that's hard, DeMillan. You know me. I do not like, wait a minute. Let me give y'all my link, because if I do that, then I actually get credit for when y'all, you know how I was telling everybody to go make a comment to eSiggity? That does nothing. If you use my link, then it does do something. So, all it is it adds a little number on the end of it, and then I get credit every time y'all go buy something from them. So next time y'all go to buy something from them, there we go, use this link. And all it is at the very end of it, it says something 73. There we go. E-Siggity question mark AFF equals 73. So if you, whatever link you go to, whether it says Boreas or whatever, if you put question mark AFF equals 73, I get credit for it, which is cool. The Mad Hatter I Love Donuts. I have tried the I Love Donuts, Brittany. I thought it was okay. I don't think it's the best juice in the world, but it's okay. I have tried I Love Donuts, though. If you want to get a decent donut juice that doesn't cost much, obviously go with Vapor Watch. They have lots of donuts.
Maybe that's how Joe makes money.
DeMillan, I know. Well, that is how Joe makes his money, without question. I'm not making money. What this does is give me points on my account. Like, for every time somebody buys something, I get 5 points. After I get like 1,000 points or something, I can buy like a tank maybe. The Kylan is not made to be run single coil. Now the Amit, I think, comes with a blocker to block off one side, but the Kylan's made to be dual coiled. You can single coil it, but it's going to be getting, you're going to have to center the coil, and it's going to be getting airflow from both sides, and it's probably going to kill your flavor. It really is. You can single coil it, don't get me wrong. It's just not made for it. You know what I mean? It doesn't, they don't give you a blocker for one side of the airflow, but the way that the airflow works on this, it all comes to the center anyway. So if you put a big single coil in there, you're good to go. So you could probably put 4.5, 5 millimeter coil in there, and then you'll have plenty of airflow coming to that one coil. You're good to go. Affiliate links can produce. No, this is not to make me any money whatsoever. This is only to get me points at E-Siggity, where maybe they'll eventually give us a coupon code, or I'll get enough points where I can actually buy a Boreas tank or something with those points. I never used it in the past, so all them tanks, all them Boreas that everybody went and bought, I got no credit for, none. So it is what it is. I don't care. I just didn't even know that I had that link, and I was like, well, damn, I should have put that link, and I never did. I had another link that if it's your first time you buy from E-Siggity, it'll give you 10% off. That's on the Scuba Hangout page. If you click on that, it should give you 10% off your first order, as long as it's your first order. If you've already ordered from them before, it won't work. Damn, that's a lot of flavor. Now the Sherman, I'm scared to take apart because it is literally slap full. If I vape it some, I might be able to take it apart. We're going to try and figure out if I can get the Sherman apart, just to show that. Oh, I got you, Aries. Yeah, affiliate links to Amazon. Yeah. I gotta see if this is gonna slow down though. I see the bubbles coming up, so it is wicking okay. I just want to know if it can keep up. Very important to know, can these coils keep up with my vape style and still produce a satisfying rich vape that doesn't get dry. I see another bubble coming up right now. I wish I was watching my right screen. I think it already went up. Yep. Damn, that's good. That is freaking good. Okay. Well, between the Reload and the Kylan, they both produce really good flavor. All depends on your wallet. You know, all on your wallet. If you want to buy the Reload to say, hey, I got an authentic Addy made in the U.S., you know what? Only parts of this was made in the USA. I don't know what all was made in China. I know some of this was made in the U.S. It's not. I don't think it's 100% USA made, so it is what it is. This has definitely got less airflow than the Kylan. The Kylan has a more open airflow than the Reload does. The Reload, if you adjust the airflow down, it definitely bumps it up. Yes, you can, DeMillan. You can see my Sherman. I will show you everything about the Sherman, DeMillan. The Sherman that I bought, let me be very clear. The Sherman that I bought came from 3F Vape. It is the very first one on the top left of the list. It says Kingston or something. Kingsman. That's the clone I bought, which was like $22 or $23. They shipped it on the 28th. I bought it on the 28th. They shipped it the very next day or something like that. I got it 15 days later. It took 2 weeks to get here from China, which is freaking... It didn't even come... Actually, it didn't even come from China. Like I said, when the package got here, it had a New York address on it. So, it came straight from New York. So, here is the actual tube that the Sherman came in that does say Asylum Mods on there. Inside, you get the Sherman tank. You also get a spare glass here, which is the smaller glass. This, well, Ultim. This is Ultim. Same one you ordered with? Yeah, this one's freaking awesome, man. I got no complaints. Here is the drip tip that comes stock on it, which is a stainless steel wide bore drip tip. And then down in here is your other chimney section. This is if you want to run the shorter tank. This tank here, you can run this. I have the bigger tank on my Sherman. There's the Sherman. It also comes with this drip tip, which this drip tip is more of a form-fitting, you know, I can't even pull this off. It's so smooth. But this just pops right in. But it's a really, there we go. Wow, I just flung it over. But this takes goon-style drip tips. So I could take a goon-style drip tip, and it goes right in there. Look at that. Just like that. Which actually matches a lot better to the Ultim tank. Why they made the airflow like this, where you can use either this wide open with the dots or the dots themselves. So you have the dots with the wide slot, or you can do dot to dot. So you can do 1, 2, or 3 dots, however you prefer. I'm getting a little bit of leaking on this, I think. But I did have this out in the car. It was very hot outside. And I need a manicure. I do, Owl. I need... Look at this hand. My hand is completely jacked up. This is from working on the pool. I actually broke my ring. Look at this. This is a gold ring. I broke it. I didn't even realize that till tonight that it's broken in half. So I snapped the ring. But yeah, my hand's all cut up, bruised. You name it. That's from working on the pool trying to clean the damn thing. So, but yeah, you can use goon style drip tips on this. The good thing about this is it is the threads on this are freaking incredible. To be from China, even though it came from New York, the threads on this are outstanding. I can't believe how good of a job they did on this. I'm hoping I can take this apart because of the fact I want to show you all the build deck and everything on this thing. Let me go back to the main cam. Oh, I got the airflow turned off. That would be why it felt so weak right there. Oh, yeah. Stu, that's what I plan on doing. I got a buddy that actually repairs jewelry, so I can take it up there and they'll fix it. Better the ring. I know exactly, Aries. Well, I got a lot of battle scars from working on that pool, but the pool is done, and by God, by the time it warms up one more day, it's probably going to be warm enough to jump in there, and I'm going to jump in there. Yeah, I got beat up pretty bad. And it's from, I had a brush. I was scrubbing the walls because I wanted my walls really clean on the pool. And the brush has a handle, and my knuckles were scrubbing on the handle as I was doing the brush, and it just wore my hand out completely. Alright. I'm going to have to vape this Sherman a little bit. I got to get a little bit more juice out of here before I can take this thing apart. Uh-oh. Hold on a second, guys. Coilmaster is texting the crap out of me right now. Hold on. I'm live. Look for Scuba Vapes on YouTube. Maybe we'll get Coilmaster in here tonight. That would be pretty cool, right? Love to see Coilmaster come in here, because he don't know where everybody goes. You know, he's been like, where did everybody go? You know, everybody left Vapors TV, and they were like, I don't know. Hey, Evil Strawberry. So Coilmaster's kind of just, well, Wang, he's been like, I don't know where everybody's at now. So I just told him where the YouTube channel is, so maybe Coilmaster will show up in here. We all want build mats. I know. I love Coilmaster's build mats. The only reason I'm not using the Coilmaster build mat is because, which he had the biggest one at the time, but I got this super-sized vape mat that's, what, 24 by 48? It's a huge mat, but I have a really big desk, so it's kind of cool for me to get a build mat that stretches across my entire desk. I don't know what I'm getting, Evil Strawberry. I know he sent me something, and he's kind of mad because he mailed it like 3 weeks ago, and it's still in China. It hasn't even left yet. Oh, he's in a different department now. Ugh, well, that sucks. Wang is good people. Maybe he'll show up in here, and he'll be like, what's up, buddy? What's up? Or he'll say, what's up, brother? How you doing? He has to sit. Oh my gosh, there's Coilmaster. I told you he's here. What's up? How you doing, Wayne? Damn, it's been a long time since I've seen you, brother. Hell yeah. Hey Wayne, guess what? I got a 521 tab that's acting up. I just thought I'd show you right now while we got you live in here. Let's go to the build cam. This is the best time to show them, right? Oh, look, it's a 521 tab. Look at that. All right. Oh, my God. Look, I have nothing on here. There is nothing on here, and it's showing 0.8. Do you see what I'm seeing right now, Coilmaster? There is no atomizer, and it's reading 0.78. Just saying that I'm having a couple of issues right now. What's up, Kelvin? How you doing? Coilmaster's in here also. Coilmaster just got timed out. Oh, he's got to wait to type. You know what? I could mod Coilmaster, and then he can type all he wants. Let's try doing that. That way he can type. Okay, now Coilmaster, you should be able to type all you want. How about that? Because I know YouTube, you know, you type too much and it stops you. But as you can see, my my ohm reader is reading 0.75, and there's nothing. Now it's reading 1 ohm. I don't get it. There we go. Now it's not reading anything, which is what it's supposed to do. Coilmaster, it's about time you found us. We've been looking for you, man. It's reading resistance of all the juice I've spilled in it. I know, right? I am a bad juice spiller. I gotta admit that. Let's try and let's clean this out really good. And hopefully it doesn't read anything anymore. Maybe, you know what happens, I think, is after a while the insulator in here for the 510 goes bad. So let's see if this reads correctly. Hey, Coilmaster, it's not your fault, buddy. Hey, crap happens, you know what? And right now, see, I screw it all the way on. Look at this, 0.00. If I unscrew this a little bit, I get a little bit of a reading. Hey, Big Dripper. I don't know what's going on with it, man. It's definitely giving me some issues, but I don't blame. I've had this, Coilmaster. I've had this ever since I got it from you at that vape meet. So I mean, completely honest, dude, it has been a great ohm meter. It really has. I may be able to fix it. Who knows? I just don't know why it's doing that. And obviously, we all have Coilmaster tools to wrap our coils with. Gotta do that. Scuba broke it. I break everything. I gotta break. That's what I do, is I break stuff. All right, where are we at? We got to get back to the Sherman tank because I know y'all are in. Yes, I do have giveaways to do. I have two 50% off coupon codes to give away for Higgy Sigs. And don't forget that Higgy Sigs is going to be having an auction really soon for the GSFA, which I got to make sure. Hey, John Q. I got to make sure I get some stuff donated over there that y'all can go and bid on. And, you know, I wish I had something like really fancy. You know what? One thing I will put up for auction, which is, I don't know how hard they are to get right now, but I've never used this, is brand new. Let me put it back on the main cam so y'all can see this. It is brand new. Is the Gaia RDTA. It is brand new in the box. I'm about to show y'all that it's new. I think this will be going up on there on the auction. See, there it is. Everything's in there brand new. The Gaia is not a bad tank by any means. The fan, oh my God, the fan. This is serial number 661. Wow. At least it's not 666. That would suck. The fan, Aries, oh my God. If I ever auctioned off that fan, can you imagine? If there was enough people in there watching, can you imagine the crap that would go down bidding on for that fan? What's up, dumbass? Wit, you guarantee it'll be yours if I put the hey, you know what? Wit, I wouldn't have a problem doing that. You know who would have a problem doing that? Higgy Sigs. They'd be like, that's our bread and butter, or one of our big bread and butters. I mean, they sell Nilla Nuts, Aries Ram, and Pegasus Tears. I think are their top 3 sellers. People would fight. I know, people probably would fight over the fan. And I would, to be honest, I would hate to lose my fan. I use my fan every day. So, I mean, if it was something that I was like, oh, I rarely use my fan, I don't really need it, then I wouldn't worry about it. Fuck you, dumbass. Fuck you. All right, let's get over to the Sherman. Where's the Sherman at now? Hell, I can't. Oh, there it is. I can't find nothing now. Let's we're going to do the Higgies giveaway. Let's do the Higgies giveaway. Damn, I'm going to run out of time tonight. All right. Tater, what's going on? All right, let's run the first 50% off coupon code giveaway. Watch Coilmaster win or something. Wouldn't that be funny? Coilmaster! This is for a 50% off coupon code to Higgy Sigs. And the winner is Aussie. If you want it, do you want it? Just let me know. What'd Stu get? Where'd you get that from? Let's see. Stu. Wang changed departments. The new guy doesn't know what's happening. Yeah. Piff, please. Okay, thank you, Aussie. Can I have some ice? All right, we're going to re-roll that. Thank you, Aussie, for the Piff. Running it again. I'll be sure. Now, I'm probably really loud, ain't I? Yeah, I know y'all are like, oh my God, Scuba is so loud, I have to turn my volume down to like -10. The screws on this build deck, DeMillan, are excellent. I was really impressed with, for it being a clone. I don't know about the other ones that they have as far as damn, what's the name of that website? 3F Vape. I don't know how good they are, but I'm telling you that I know the King's one or whatever is really good. Piff, but thank you. Damn, when did it pull? Oh, it pulled Aries. Okay. Thanks, Aries. We're pulling a winner again. We're eventually going to get to the point where I just go, fuck it, you know? Really? It pulled Aussie again. I'm going to try one more time. One more again. And if we can't find a damn winner, we're going to start playing something else. Like, you'll see. Wit! Wow, I've never seen, oh shit. I've never seen Wit win anything. Would you like the 50% off code, bud? Does the clone make me want the original? Ooh, DeMillan, that's an excellent question. No, you know what, DeMillan? I got to be honest and say no, it doesn't, because I believe in my heart that this clone is every bit as good as the original. Does it make me want to support the vendor? Yes, it does. But they're so hard to get, unless it's the recipe. Damn it, Wit. All right, wait, I already said I was only going to do it one more time. Damn it, I already ran it. If we don't get anybody this time, all right, there's Aries. All right, who would like a 50% off coupon code to Higgy6? We're going to save time. And the first 2 people I get that says they want Higgy6, then they get the code. How about that? That's 50% off to buy whatever you want from Higgy6. You can buy a liter and get it for half off. You can buy 120 mil and get it for half off. Well, that would not work. Let me turn that back around. See, and I told this to Jen from Higgy6. I was like, you know what? Richard, there's the first winner right there. Richard, I got no problem giving it to you. There's one. The main problem with Higgy6 is they give away so much. It's hard to get people that want it because 90% of y'all already want a code or just used it or whatever, you know. It's not like they don't have good juice. You know they do. So it's just that so many people already win. They've already used it, or they're already, you know, they're not during their pay period or something. So it's like, can't do it. Richard, you know my email, I do believe. I will definitely, yes, I have, Wit, I've already seen a couple of reviews on the Kanger 5.6. I have seen that. I do not like the fact that the battery, the door for the battery just slides off. I don't like that. I'm pretty sure the retail version is going to have magnets in it. If it doesn't, I would add them myself, just because of the fact. Now, I think we should, just in honor of Coilmaster being here, I think we should wrap a coil or so. I have some fuse Clapton here that I got, that I made myself. And in case anybody else wants the other coupon code for 50% off the Higgy6, let me know, and I will, y'all can get the other code, whoever it may be. Now, the one thing that I would say to Coilmaster, if they were to update this, now this is not the version 4 Coilmaster, this is the version 3. This is one thing that I would say to do. The screws that are on here, they have knurling on them, I do believe. And when you go to wrap your coil, that knurling is what rubs on your coil, makes that nice line going through your coil. I don't want that line. Now, I probably won't have enough room to wrap this, but if you have fuse Clapton, all I do is barely start this coil right here on the first one. And then we wrap. I've got to move back because there's 3 wraps, 4 wraps, 5 wraps, and 6 wraps. Just like that. It's just so long I didn't have enough room. But look how nice that coil comes out. I mean, just perfect. The batteries are heavier than the mod. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, fictitious character. You have the second code. Congratulations. I think you know my email address, dsspro@gmail.com. Just send me an email right there, and you're good to go. But, I mean, you can see right here. Let me see if I can, let me try and zoom in on this and get a good look at this. And you may be able to see the line that it makes on there, and I think it's from the screws that are actually on the this post right here. This screw, I think, has knurling on it, and you'll be able to see. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oops, wrong camera to be zooming in with. I messed up. Let's go to click on the right camera this time. It helps if you're zooming in with the right camera and stuff. Let's just take autofocus off and try and zoom in, try and focus this. So I don't know if y'all can see, but you'll see like a silver line on the coil. That silver line is caused from that screw. But it makes very, very good coils. I mean, and I was, you know, when I first started doing this, a lot of people had problems just making coils. And then when these tools came out so that we could actually wrap coils really good every time, it's a lifesaver. I mean, especially for somebody that has a hard time seeing like I do. You don't want to be sitting there trying to look to make sure that you're wrapping every coil perfectly. And you don't have to use this. If you have the new version Coil Master, it has a slit in here, and you can just put it through there and wrap it by hand if you would like. Either way. So that's one coil there. I'm going to set it off to the side. We're going to wrap another one real fast, so I'll have two. I got to have two. I mean, if I don't have a pair, what good is it, right? This is how simple this is. Just wrap. And I got to move back. Wrap. Move back. Wrap. That's 4 wraps there. 5 and 6. There's the next coil. Done. Done. Complete. And you know what? I was going to show y'all a trick. Say your coil's in here like this, and you're having a hard time pulling this out, and you're stretching your coil. What you can do is, as you pull make sure that this lead is straight, and as you pull it out, kind of twist it, and it will come right off. Right off. And you don't have to pull your coil lead away from your tool, which is where everybody gets that bad gap from. So as you're taking it off, kind of turn it, which allows it to keep its form and still pull off evenly. So try that the next time you go to pull your coils off the Coil Master, and you'll end up with a nice coil that doesn't have gaps, especially on that first coil, because of the way you pulled it off. There, yeah, that's my email address. Sorry, I'm trying to do everything at the same time here. Let me see if we can get to the Sherman tank before I run out of time. Oh, I got 30 minutes left. I'm good to go. Let's go back to the main cam here. Coil Master's been great. They've come out with a lot of new stuff lately, and I'm waiting for Coil Master to make a big comeback and just start blowing out the market again with, hey, look at all this, look at this, look at this. And I'll be right here waiting, because I'll be one of the first ones using that stuff. All right. Hopefully I've vaped enough of this Sherman where I can take it and flip this out. Now, the one downfall I have to the Sherman is to get this bottom off, you need some type of tool to take it off with, because the air ring spins freely. There's no locking mechanism on the airflow ring. So in order to take it off, you got to stick a screwdriver or something through your airflow holes to be able to take it loose. Hey Scuba, I few mates are anti-vaping and would shut up while watching you, so then I put on some of your drone videos. Winner, winner. TBD, that's awesome. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy watching the drone videos that I do. I really enjoy flying that drone. I really do. Yeah, I know John Q's always busting my balls. That's fine. You can bust my balls. First time viewer, this show is weird. John Q, you're so full of crap. Yeah, DeMillan just posted a picture of me and Coil Master from one of the old vape shows. I think it was Vapor Slam that Coil Master came to, which was freaking awesome. Seen them at 2 events so far, and Aries, exactly. Thank you, Pat. All right. That John Q guy is one big asshole. Okay. So what I was going to show y'all with the Sherman, let me show y'all the bottom of this also. This is how identical it is to the Authentic. If you've seen the Authentic Sherman, Now, I don't really agree with them copying everything off of it, but that's what they did. The Sherman, serial number 1206, their logo. Don't really agree with that part, but, you know, and then they put their logo on the actual chimney, just like the real Sherman. Now, what I do is I take a screwdriver of some sort, and I stick that through one of my airflow holes, because otherwise, when you go to unscrew this, this is all that happens. You just turn your airflow ring. That's all that happens. So you have to stick a screwdriver through one of your airflow rings, and then I just grab a hold of this and twist, and then it comes right loose. Hopefully I don't spill any juice. Boom, there we go. There's the inside where the chimney is. Making sure all that juice comes back down. Here's the build deck, and it has two flathead screws with this square washer that actually come down and traps your coils, which is pretty freaking awesome actually. Now I'm going to take out this cotton because this was also vaping that juice that makes it look really black. So I'm taking it out now, and we'll put some more cotton in this also, which I know is not going to take up 30 minutes of time, but hey, you know, it is what it is. But here's the Sherman build deck. Right there, you can see where your wick holes are on each side. Your juice flow comes through from these big holes here on the side, on each side. This is where your juice flow comes in at. But you can see these big clamps right here. That's what I'm gonna clean those. Dadgum Aries, give me a. It was just full of juice. Come on, man. I've been vaping this all week to give y'all an honest opinion of each one of these mods, and y'all gonna give me shit. All right. Whatever. Y'all can give me shit. I'm gonna show you how hard this is gonna be to clean. Now that's a fire. Still got a little bit right here on this side. I don't know what that white is. I can't even see it with the naked eye. That's weird. Right there. Oh, it's just a little flake of dust. I was using that deck to clean the pool pump. Man, it was something else. The airflow is really big. I don't know if you can see up under here, but it has like a triangle shaped airflow hole on each side. Is that bright enough for you? Damn, they don't look so bad now, do they? And I didn't even have to run it underwater. I got a little bit of crust on that one, but I can take. I mean, you can use water if you want, obviously. There we go. That's pretty clean right there. Pretty clean. Didn't even have to use water. Now, you know, it's a whole thing about, do you break down the molecular structure of the metal? If you know, you're basically, this is what I think's going on, because that's the same way they strengthen metal, is they, you know, they flash treat it. They'll dip it in some oil or something to strengthen it. So would it not strengthen your coils, which does change the molecular density of the metal? But I do need a Coil Master brush, Matthew. I don't even have a Coil Master brush. I've been robbed. So let's take some cotton and put in here. If I can get a piece of cotton, there we go. I got my Muji cotton. Love Muji. I use Muji all the time. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me, Aries? No, I wouldn't do that, Aries. That's funny as hell. Compressed air. Yeah, no, I don't need to do that. Hey, alls I told Coil Master was, hey, look for Scuba vapes, and he found me on YouTube, so he's pretty good at searching, obviously. Found me that quick. Now I'm just pulling off the outside layers, of course. We're going to narrow this down. The coil should be, what happened 5 minutes ago? I don't know. What did happen 5 minutes ago? Did you black out or something? All right, we're going to push this through here, pull, flip it around, take the other one, rip off the outside layer, both sides, squeeze it down. We can go for speed records here if we need to. Grab this side, pull it through, we're good. All right. So all I'm going to do on this now, this one's got a much shorter, oh, I'm sorry, I'm off camera. A much shorter area that you have to put your wick, so you don't have to make such a big cut. I get all the way up to the side of the deck and cut it. All the way up here, cut it right there. Because you don't need a lot of cotton on this one. It's only going down in so that your juice can come in through this hole and wick up your, juice your wick. So I'm going to take all these here and do the same thing with them. There and right there. That should be nice, and then we can fluff them. I'm blowing them, That one went limp on me. Hold on. There we go. He fluffed up now. Now we got all fluffy cotton. Nice and fluffy. Easy way to do it. Can I do something about Mr. Q? What is John? I don't know what John Q's doing, and Pat, I don't know what he's doing. I'd have to watch chat a lot closer. John Q is cool. I've known John Q a while. He's just, it's his version of humor, Pat. That's what it is. He's a good guy, though. He can be nice when he wants to be. And he can be a complete ass when he wants to be, too. So, it is what it is. Alright, so all I'm doing is barely tucking these into each one of these wick slots. And I really like the fact that these nice big flathead screws to crank down on your coils, and I'm going to use a Coil Master screwdriver. Make sure that these are tight. You always want to make sure yeah, I got these really tight. Which I really like, because you can really crank down on your coils on this, and then they don't mess up. They stay tight. You're nothing if not respectful, asshole. Really? That sounds so respectful. Okay. Now I'm going to put some juice. This is a blueberry. This is Bluegurt or something. Bluegurt from Fuggin'. That's what I'm going to try on the Sherman, which I think I shouldn't have done that because it's full of some other kind of juice. So I'm probably going to have to wash. The one thing that's weird about the Sherman is there's not a lot of room past the chimney for juice. So the tank actually fills up with juice really quickly. You can see this thing is firing hardcore. So I got to take this, but see how close the chimney is? See how close that is to the tank? So when you go to fill this part right here fills up fast as hell. So the only part you're really getting juice from is this section, because the chimney and the tank are so close together. It's like boom. I mean, it fills up quick. Hold on a second, guys. All right, I got it all the way apart so y'all can see that the chimney section on this, wow, that I got on really tight apparently. Let me take it apart. There we go. So there's the top section. This is one of the chimneys. Now this chimney, as you can see, has a taper design. The smaller chimney is just squared off right here. It don't go this high like this one does. But this just screws into the bottom of this piece. I mean, look at the threading. You know how Fagan did he was showing y'all how smooth the threading was on the Authentic by spinning it. This thing spins just as good as that one, if not, well, it's wet is what it is. But look at that, I just spun it all the way on, and it's got so much threading it takes me 2 spins to get it all the way off. But the threading on this is outstanding. Look at that, 1 spin it went all the way on, and there 1 spin all the way off. Oh, look at there, same as the Authentic Sherman. That's how good the threading is on this. But anyways, then you take your tank section, pop it back up on there like that. We're good to go there. My top, this threading on here is really good also. If I can get it started. What's up, Vape King? There we go. It's just so wet. That's a lot of turns, so it's really well machined. For a clone, I mean, I'm telling you, I can't believe they did this well on a clone. I'm going to slide this down on here, and I'm going to try and close this all together now without causing an issue, but that might be a problem. Red! What's up, Red? You showing up late to the party again. That's alright. Wow, that blueberry really comes through on that thing. Let me make sure I get this on straight, because if you don't, you're going to have it. There we go. I didn't have the tank all the way on. Now it's all the way on. Now let's see if we can get this straight. I usually have the chimney section already on. Oops. That's not right. I may have to put the chimney section on first. That just feels a little tight to me. I don't want to cross thread this thing. No, that's it. It's on there now. That felt cross threaded though. We'll just go with that. Let's turn off the airflow. We're going to fill this up with that blueberry, whatever the heck it is. Blue Gert. Now this Sherman, I feel just like I do the Boreas. I'm going to fill this up. As I close the top, I'm going to flip it upside down, just like the Boreas tank. This is so slippery right now. They should have had an knurling on this, actually. My hands are slippery too, though. Seriously, can't even turn it. Let me make sure the tank's tight. It is good. Wipe all this down, so maybe I won't slip as much. Small fill holes. You would think they'd make these. My stuff's not gonna blow up, John Q. So this thing's gonna fill up really quick at the bottom. And I just try to hit both sides so it gets all the air bubbles out of it. Because there's a lot of air that catches on the side of this tank because of the fact that the juice well is so close to the tank, or the chimney section is. There we go, it's pretty full now. Now as I start to chain this down, it's got an O-ring, so I'm going to start to screw this, then I'm going to flip it upside down, and then I'm going to open my airflow. And opening the airflow while it's upside down lets that air come out up here, so it takes the pressure off. I'm dripping juice out of the center, and the reason that is because of all the juice I dripped on it when I was wicking it. That's all that is. What's up, Yardbird? That should go away here in a second. I didn't pour that much darn juice. Any more? Nope, that's it. Alright. Let's take the G-Class, put it back on there. We should be good to go now. No more leaky. Let's go back to the main camera. There we go. Wow, I'm not a big fan of blueberry, but the main reason that this one is different is because it's not just blueberry, it's a blueberry yogurt, which the yogurt kind of gives it a yogurt taste. I mean, it's blueberry yogurt, and I've never liked blueberry, but I'm starting to like it a little more. It's okay with me now. It's not like I hate it. I used to hate it, now it's okay. Clean off my mat. My mat's clean and shit, pretty much. Exactly, fictitious. I don't know why. I've never really liked blueberry, but I just never really did. Out of all the juices.
Wait, no, that's the one you gave us.
No, that's the one that came from you. The blueberry. The blue gurt. But it's getting better. You like T-Max's blueberry yogurt? Yeah, now T-Max's blueberry yogurt doesn't taste like this. So do we all need one? Vape King, what would I tell you to do? The cheapest way to go is the clone Sherman, but it's going to take you the longest. No. You know what seems to be a Boreas killer for me right now, Vape King, is the Kylan. The Kylan has, I'm getting a hell of a lot of flavor off of this thing. I don't know what it is about the Kylan, but it's really damn good. It's such a saturated, flavorful vape. It's like, holy crap. On my little Sherman, DeMillan, I definitely recommend, as far as a clone goes, if you want a Sherman, if you've been looking for picking up a Sherman, and it's so hard to find the authentic, I definitely recommend picking up this version of the Sherman. It is a decent tank. It is a little bit more of a pain in the ass to make sure you have it wicked right and stuff. Damn, that is not screwed all the way together. There we go. But as you can see, I got a little bit of gap going on here. I didn't screw this down right or something. Normally what you're supposed to do is screw down the chimney, then screw it up in there, and I didn't do that, and now I'm going to develop an issue. Hopefully not. It's not leaking though. But if you want something faster that has really good flavor, get the Kylan. The Kylan is like 33 bucks. Damn excellent flavor. I like the fact that it has separate juice flow and separate airflow. This is a damn good vape. I'm impressed with this tank. The reload, I would say pass on, unless you just want to have that status. Hey, I got to reload. But I don't think it's worth the money compared to the Kylan, in my opinion. It's a good tank, yes, but the Kylan is every bit as good for a third of the price. So there you go. That's the way I feel about it. The Kylan.
Scuba, have you got to try the Reload RCA?
Yes, I have the Reload right here, Tater. Matter of fact, here's the box the Kylan comes in. Right here. It actually comes with more drip tips. I didn't show y'all this. I'm sorry I didn't show y'all this, but it comes with 3 drip tips. It already has this tank installed when you get it, right? The small tank. Then it comes with a spare small tank, and it also comes with the bigger 6 mil glass tank. So you have 3 drip tips, 3 total tanks that it comes with, and then your extra screws and stuff are in here somewhere. I don't know where I put them. But excellent tank. The Reload, I set down. I don't even know where the hell it is at this point. Where is my Reload? It was right in front of me. I vaped it and then it just disappeared. Kylan Sherman, reload is not on this. I was trying it on the Coil Master. And the Coil Master's over here. Oh, there's the reload. Here's the reload. Right here. The reload's a decent tank, Tater. Don't get me wrong. It does give me really good flavor. I like the reload. If you want to buy something, Kylan versus Boreas for Nilla Nuts. Now, Mick, that's an excellent question. I haven't tried Nilla Nuts in it yet. I can tell you the Kylan versus the Boreas with this tapped out, which is a really strong grape, the Kylan beats the Boreas. Now, Nilla Nuts will be the ultimate test because that juice, I know what it's supposed to taste like. So I'm going to have to try that next. When I do my next cast, I will let y'all know if the Kylan has better flavor on Nilla Nuts than the Boreas does. Either way it goes, I still love the Boreas. The Boreas is always going to have a place in my vape arsenal. I will continue to vape the Boreas. I only have one Kylan. I have 6 Boreas tanks, so I'm going to vape a Boreas. But yeah, this is damn good for a damn good vape. But it's also build dependent. If you don't, Kylan versus the Amit. Amit wins on price. Everything else is equal. There you go. The Amit is cheaper. Big Dripper. The other big benefit the Amit has over the Kylan is that it has, you know, a separate top cap that screws off so you can fill it. The next cast should be Friday, Mick. Unless I do a short little 5-minute thing saying which one is better with Nilla Nuts. I could do something like that. I think I'm completely out of Nilla Nuts, which never happens. But I think I'm completely out of Nilla Nuts. That's the only reason it's not in here. Oh, there's some. Look at that. That's all I have. That's a shame to only have that much Nilla Nuts. Really is a shame. But it is what it is. Red, who's up next? Or do you know? Who's up next? Well, usually what I do after this show, which at 10 o'clock, is 3 Dog and the Millen come on VU Live over there. So you can go watch them over there. That's a good show to watch without a doubt. Which you're funny. Scuba, give me the recipe and I'll send you some. That is ridiculous. Let me see. I have the recipe. Let me send it to Wit so he can make some and send it back this way. That's hilarious. Nilla Nuts is definitely, if you like custards, it's a definitely great juice. Asbestos is the man, the myth, the legend. He has been really into squonkers lately. He sent me pictures today of like his squonking arsenal. I mean, arsenal. He has like 20 squonkers lined up on his desk. And then he showed me 3 tanks. That's all he's got. He's got like 3 tanks and 20 squonker RDAs. He has always been big into squonking. I like squonking, but I don't like it enough to where I'm going to give up my tanks. You know what I mean? I still think that teaches home mixing. Mick DeMillan definitely teaches that on her show, on 3 Dog Show. DeMillan shows how to do DIY juices. She'll actually post the recipe that she's going to do. She actually makes juice by weight instead of milliliter. Some people do it by weight, which that's fine. Either way you want to do it. But she makes juice right there live, shows you the recipe, shows you how she puts it in there. So that'll be a great cast for you to watch if you want to get into DIY. Damn, this thing's got a lot of flavor. I just don't understand that. I've never thought anything could beat the Boreas just because the Boreas has direct airflow. Really, really good. Now, I really like the Druga RDA also. This is also from Og Vape. The Druga's been really good. So I just turned the airflow off on that. I was going to pump it and make sure it's, well, I almost closed it. 2 juices. See, DeMillan even says she's going to make 2 juices tonight and a little extra surprise. So make sure y'all go watch DeMillan and 3 Dog at 10 o'clock on VU Live. Weight or volume? Thank you, Richard. I can't think straight tonight. You don't mix? No, I haven't mixed by weight. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong by mixing by weight, but I started out mixing by volume instead of weight. So I like using percentages. The only big thing when it comes with percentages is like if you have something that you're going to use, like you can adjust your e-juice calculator as how many drops per milliliter when you're making juice. And I think the default on e-juice or the e-juice program, whatever it is like 28, and I think it's more like 32. The Big Dripper, my Mavic was $1,000, but I bought extra batteries, the car charger, a bunch of accessories. But the actual Mavic itself is like $998, $999, right at $1,000 for the Mavic and the remote with 1 battery. Now, the Flymore combo is $12.99. It comes with 3 batteries, carrying case, extra propellers. I would much rather, if you were going to buy it, do that because you're going to want more batteries. Trust me, you're going to want more batteries. So I would buy the Flymore combo, which is $12.99. You're definitely getting your money's worth because you get a car charger, the charging hub, all kinds of crap. Exactly, Wit. Drip sizes do. The main thing, drop size. I don't use drops. So if you have a minuscule flavor, like if you have a flavor that you're using that has to do like drops, like oh you need 3 drops of menthol, then it really boils it down. But if you know, hey, I'm using 1 milliliter, then if I'm using a syringe, I know 1 milliliter is 1 milliliter. There's not going to be any difference between that. And when DeMillan does it, she tears out her scale every time she puts flavor in there. So if she needs 1.6 whatever grams, she'll put that in there, tear her scale out, which brings it back to 0. That way the next flavoring she puts in there, she can read it up exactly. And then after it's all said and done, she can go back and read the totals and see if it matches up to what she's got, and then she's good to go. It's never an exact science, but as long as you're really close, you're not ever going to notice the difference. You won't. You make 160 mils at a time? Yeah, 160 mils is cool. I like doing 100 mils at a time because 100 mils at a time breaks down so easy. Especially with your nicotine levels and stuff. Depending, if I use 100 milligram nicotine, so it breaks down everything nice and easy. You can just think it up in your head. Hey, I need this. I'm done. I have a lot of flavoring. I have yet to even try yet to see what I can make from it. I've made a few juices, which they came out really good, and I haven't even tried them again yet. I don't know why. I did save the recipes, though. I wasn't stupid. I saved the recipes, and one of them's a really nice pear custard that Asbestos really liked, and I think I got the original recipe that I made, so hopefully I can make that again. Holy crap, where'd that tank come from? Damn, that looks weird. That looks so old, the juice in the middle. That's the old Limitless XL tank, I think. Wow, I didn't even know that was there. Alright, 500 mils at a time. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to make at once. Just remember, if you're going to go start making 500 mils at a time, got to make sure you have enough flavoring to cover 500 mils. That's a lot of juice at one time. But you also make that juice one time, so when it steeps, you know that whole bottle's good. You don't have to worry about, oh, this needs to steep longer. Because if you make little small 30 mils, you know, you got one that steeps, and if you make one later the next week, then you have to wait till it steeps. If you make one big bottle, when it steeps, it's done. So you're good to go. All right, guys, my time is up. Hopefully next week we may have something else new to talk about. I'm hoping I start getting some new stuff in here, and we'll start building on those guys. I will catch you guys later. Appreciate Coilmaster stopping by tonight. It was nice seeing him. I will catch you guys next week. Peace out. Have a good one.